welcome to PUC-Cast, the Valentine's Day edition. It's just me and Alisa here today on this Valentine's Day.
It's a date, Blake, although you're married.
Yeah, I don't think my wife would be too happy about that, so it's just a PUC-Cast, not a date. Don't worry, babe, it's okay. But we're going to talk about some Valentine's Day memories. Alisa was just telling me about one that kind of creepy a little bit, but not, it's okay still.
It was a thought that counted.
Yeah, sure, but mostly creepy. Hit it up. What's the story?
Okay, we're actually going to go through our lives, okay?
Okay.
So, sorry if my life isn't interesting to you, but it was my fault. So you know how in like elementary school everyone gets little Valentines, and then sometimes there's just like really serious Valentines where guys actually do the move with the card, right? And so I get this big heart, and I was like, I was fifth grade. I was feeling pretty insecure about myself. And then to get a card, I was like, yes. I opened it up, and it said, will you be my girlfriend, love? And then, of course, the underlined words, right?
Classic secret admirer.
Yeah. I had no idea who this was. And so I was like, oh my gosh. So being a smart fifth grader, well, anyway, I just decided to look at all the boys' names in my class and see whose number, like letters, match with the number of blank spaces. And so there was one, and then I was like, when I figured it out, I was like, ew, as loud as I could. And the poor guy like looked at me, and I saw him, and it was this beautiful charm bracelet, and it had Dalmatians on it, and it had a little heart, and then like two Dalmatians like nuzzling, you know, and it was like with a little heart in between, and I just grabbed it out of the Valentines, marched up to him. There was a trash can right next to his desk, and I threw it in the trash can.
You were evil. Why did you do that?
I felt so bad, but of course, like I didn't want to act like I did. So he actually left, I think, crying. And I know. And so I felt so bad. So I actually went in the trash can and I grabbed it again, and I've kept it throughout high school. Whenever I see it, it's like, you cannot treat anyone that mean. Like, that's just bad, Alisa, you know? And so finally, I go to Argentina with his brother, and his brother actually knew the story and thought I was a word I can't say.
PUC-Cast edit.
And so then I told him that he told me that he was proposing, the guy who did this to me, gave this to me. And I decided to send him the charm bracelet.
Little Dalmatian one.
Yeah, and the letter said, to the woman that really loves you. And then
so you made up for being a complete
beep.
That means jerk, actually. Okay, well, my story is that's awful, but you made up for it later on.
Don't hate me, I'm a different person than I was.
To come back if you're an awful fifth grader. But when I was a kid, my mom always bought me a box of Valentines, and she forced me to fill it out for every single person in class. And I was really reluctant to do it at first, but I'm really glad that she forced me to, because I think that is what kind of led me into doing social work, actually, because it's like always look out for everyone, look out for the underdog as well. And so that Valentine was like a little life lesson of Valentine's Day, to always look out for everybody.
So it kind of started, and it went all the way through high school.
Oh, yeah. I think so. I can't remember. I don't think I did it my freshman year because I was at a public high school and there was like 500 people in my class. So I think I might have done it for my homeroom or something.
Wow.
But so anyway, those are some background history on some Valentines. Now, here at PUC, you might have a date planned.
Secret admirer.
Secret admirer, yeah.
So infatuation.
Alisa and I are going to give you some ideas to maybe go on a date around the PUC area. I've got an idea, okay? You come up with one, and then I'm going to say this one. Okay, I learned in psychology class that if you go out on your very first date and there's a little bit of an element of danger.
What are you talking about?
Like if it's a proven fact, like research, if you're driving down the road like really, really fast and there's some danger involved in the date, you're more likely to get a second date. I don't know what it is,
Wait. So you're like driving, and then the guy like speeds up and like goes crazy, and then they stop, and the girl looks at him and it's like,
yeah,
basically
exactly like that. Because they confuse the feelings of anxiety and fear with love.
Or adrenaline with love.
Probably, yeah, adrenaline, and probably you'll get a second date, or maybe you'll marry them if that's what you're looking for. But
manipulative, I must say.
I'm just using the stuff I've learned in psychology. So basically, here's my idea: drive as fast as you can to San Francisco, maybe even dodging some of the pay booth things, like just go through that. It's gonna add some excitement to it.
That's like a really big fine.
Maybe get in a car chase with the cops, then take a ferry to Alcatraz, where there was hardened criminals for years, get lost into the maze there, and have some flowers waiting on death row on that part of the maze, and then when you come back, go to Bubba Gump, like that restaurant, because that's probably the most romantic restaurant I can think of. And then drive as fast as you can back to PUC, and then like do a little squealy, roady, what are those things where you pull the e-brake maneuver right up on that little lookout point.
Oh, you're killing me.
And then with all that adrenaline buildup, you're guaranteed a second date.
Maybe a kiss.
Maybe a kiss. I don't know.
Wow.
So that's my suggestion. I really, really hope you do that, and then come back to me. Let me know how that works. I think it's going to be a really sweet plan. And girls, if you want to do that, like if you want to ask a guy out, do the same exact thing, and you can drive, maybe show off some driving skills. So what's your idea for a date?
Well.
Maybe for some, what about for one with no money?
For someone with no money, I would say it's the time thing, you know what I'm saying? Another story, kind of weird. No, in in college, my freshman year, it was really cute, okay? So this might work. You just don't go to creepy, all right? You don't expect anything. A lot of the girls are like, I hate Valentines, you know?
Single awareness day.
It kind of just like, when you're in a girl's dorm, that's just kind of what it feels like. So I open up my mailbox, and then I see this like thing like of white crammed into my mailbox, and I pull it out. And it was a pillow. It was really cute, a little heart pillow. And it said, "You're sexy" on it. But it was actually the homemade card that I was really like, oh, that's precious, you know? And so that's kind of a cool way to like initiate stuff, kind of go back to elementary, kind of go, you know, old school. But to be honest, like I think girls just like the time, you know? So it could even be like local.
Like get them a watch? Maybe? No? Okay.
No.
I just failed there. Awkward.
No. What I'm pretty much saying is like, invest the time into the person. So say, hey, let's go do something. It doesn't have to be dinner, you know? It doesn't have to be flowers. It doesn't have to be expensive like that. It's actually you with the eye contact and the how, you know? All that kind of stuff.
So really, you don't have to be made of money.
Be creative. Like if it's sunny, go to the beach.
Well, usually on Valentine's Day, it's like rainy and snowy and icy.
Go to the beach anyway.
So, and then actually in the CAF right now, there is some stuff. Lisa Paulson is making like homemade cards and
men. What did I tell you?
Like pillows and then cookies and stuff. And so you can go to the CAF and go make your Valentine's Day surprise for really cheap. And actually, Lisa is going to be mailing them all over the world, really, because my wife is in Australia right now. I made her a card. It looks like a handicapped 3-year-old made it. No offense.
Those are the best.
And I'm really bad at art, but I put it together, and then Lisa's going to mail it for me to Australia tomorrow. Don't know what that cost is going to be. Sorry about that. But so you can do little things like that, and they really do make a big difference.
Yeah, and for those who actually do have a Valentine and they're actually thinking about it, my advice would be ask. You know, like there's.
For sure.
It might be a rejection, it might be a gloomy Valentine, but there's always a possibility that they will say yes. So.
Yeah. So happy Valentine's Day. Hope it works out, and wear your seatbelts.